Once we have set up our locations in EasyRestock, we're ready to start adding items to those locations. To do so, we can click into any one of our locations, and it's going to give us a list of the products that are within this closet or location. If we say add product or bin, I can type any item I want here. I can search by name or by product number. We're just going to say bleach. We'll see all the items. If we were to select this 15-gallon bleach, we then can change bin number, min, max, unit of measure, and quantity. For these numbers, the minimum is the minimum amount that we would want for an item in a closet. This really only comes into play with reporting and letting us know how many times an item has gone below our minimum. The maximum number is really the important one, as this will be the number that automatic calculations order up to, depending on what you put. Say, for instance, we count 5 of an item and our max is 20. It's going to order 15 of those items. Unit of measure is pretty straightforward. We just choose what unit of measure we're ordering and counting this item in. Please note that this is the amount that you'd want to count as well. If you say, for instance, cases, you'd want to count the number of cases that you have for this item versus individuals. If you select individual, you'd want to count the individual. And then quantity is whatever we currently have on hand. Usually when I'm first setting up a location, my max and my quantity would just be the same number in hopes that I've fully restocked the location before I'm setting this up. The other thing to note is this bin number. We are able to put a few different things into here if we so choose. If you have a warehouse that has full racks of items and you have bin numbers pre-printed on those racks, you can put that number in here and be able to scan those barcodes that you have on your racking system. Or in a lot of cases, if we don't have the UPC of the case inside of the system, you could add a UPC code here as well, and then that UPC code on the box would scan and allow you to scan the boxes when counting. If I then click add product, you'll see that that item gets added to my location, and the window stays up for me to add additional items. If I wanted to edit the details of an item, I can simply click into it, and right here say edit product or bin. And if I do that, I'm able to change the bin number, I'm able to change the minimum, the maximum, or the unit of measure, and click save, and that will get me back to where I want to be. If I want to add a large amount of items, I also have the ability to import a list of items. You can see here on the add product window, I can say import CSV, and it will allow me to import a CSV file. If I need to see the template on how to upload these files, I can click this to download that. But if we simply look at this import file here, you can see I need a product number, the bin number is optional, I give it a minimum, a maximum, the count, which is that current quantity, a unit of measure code, and then I can also leave the titles here. These titles are not required, but I like to use them just so that I can keep track of what all these items are. I can then take this spreadsheet and simply import it. I say choose file, I'll take my VMI closet import, I tell it that my first row is headings so that it doesn't try to import that first row of information, and I say import. If when you're going through this import process, there's any errors that it comes across, say for instance it doesn't recognize a product number, or as you see here I have an invalid unit of measure, it will tell me the row that occurs on, the item number, and then that reason. I can then go into that spreadsheet and fix it and say cancel import and get those fixed. Or if I want to import the rest of the items and not worry about those two in particular, I can just say continue import, and it's going to pull in the rest of those items. You can see 33 of the items were imported successfully. If you need to find a specific product within your location, you can use a number of tools as well. Each of these columns are sortable, meaning that you can click on any one of them and sort the data by that column. You can also use the search field to find any particular product name or product number. So, as you can see, adding items to your closets or locations is incredibly easy with the EasyRestock tool. And from here, we can go ahead and start our counts and start placing orders.